Good morning and welcome to Carmen Creek Golf Course. My name is Ryan Kingston. I'm the CPGA head golf professional. This week's swing tip is going to be titled Ball Position Number 2. I know that I've already done one swing tip on ball position, but after spending the last 4 days watching the British Open in Scotland, I've decided to explain to you folks at home a little bit of how these golf professionals are adjusting their trajectory. Or the height that they're hitting their golf ball. We can do this, every one of us can do this with making only minor adjustments to our existing golf swing. In my previous swing tip on ball position, I stressed when you're using irons, it's very important to use a middle ball position or a center ball position. And this golf ball right here is in my center ball position. Now, 9 times out of 10, when I'm hitting my iron, this is the ball position I use. Mid trajectory, mid to high trajectory, not my best swing, but anyways, very normal 8-iron for me. Now, let's say I'm in Scotland. I got a 25-mile-an-hour wind blowing in my face. I can hardly stand up. Me hitting the ball up into that wind, it doesn't make a lot of sense. What's going to happen is the wind is going to be like hitting that golf ball into a wall. The wind will actually stop it. My 8-iron that I just hit, normal shot, no wind, I hit 140 yards. If I hit that same shot into a 25-mile-an-hour wind, it's going to go about 100 yards. So what I want to do is I want to make it go lower to the ground. I don't want it way up in the wind. Here's the adjustment I make. Instead of having the golf ball in the center of my feet, I'm going to put it further towards my back foot. As a right-handed golfer, further towards my right foot. This is going to de-loft the club, make the ball come out much lower. That was a much lower shot. Once it lands, it's going to run. It's up there in the middle of the green. We would have saw a lot of those shots this weekend in Scotland. Now, if having the ball in the middle gives us, mid-trajectory, normal trajectory, having the ball back in our stance gives us a lower, more penetrating, more driving trajectory, I guess if you thought of the theory, if we put it way up in our stance, it should make the ball go higher. That's true. If you watch this club head, I'll put this at the center, going up in my stance. What I notice right away, and what you'll notice when you try this as well, is I've just added loft to the golf club. Now instead of my 8-iron being, 40 degrees of loft, it now kind of looks like my pitching wedge about 45 degrees of loft. I'll give this one a try, further up in my stance. Much higher. Twice as high as the one where I head back in my stance. Next time you're on the golf course, or next time you're on the practice range, try this just for fun. Say, okay, instead of trying the middle, I'll try a couple up in the front of my stance. Maybe I get out on the golf course and I'll have to go over a tree. It'd be a great time to try and put one up in my stance and hit it higher. Or maybe I have to go under that same tree. Great opportunity to knock one down, as they call it, or put it back in your stance. If you notice my golf swing, I never changed it. All right, the swing was very much the same. I just changed the position of the ball relative to my body, relative to my feet at address. Simple little change, folks, and you can hit golf shots just like those pros on the weekend in Scotland. Keep this in mind. Next time you're playing, especially if you're playing in the wind, or if you have to go under or over something, this will certainly help you along the way. Stay tuned next week. Come down to Carmen Creek, give us a call, send me an email, stop by. We have tons of things going on, bridge closure specials, members appreciation specials, junior week-long golf specials, steak and stein, you name it, we have it. Come down to Carmen Creek and see us. Thank you and have a wonderful week.